For those who know me as Raphael or MrTacpans's 7286. Okay, 7,286 years ago, from the year 2005, was 1,521 years before man put his foot on this earth. My calendar's a little off. It's not the same as yours. Don't forget, I work out of my dreams. I do research on the internet, and then I put down what I think on paper. So it doesn't mean what I say or think is actually true. It's my hypothesis of the total situation. 72886 means God of Alpha Omega to man. But when it's said to you, 7286, or it's given to you as a number, it says, God like of the heavens and earth world of man. It means God as like in man, and it is like man in God's image of this earth. That is what the 7286 means. The rabbit has babies every 28 to 35 days. Okay, they call the rabbit male a buck. They call the deer male a buck, and they call the female a doe. They call a cat a kitten, and they call a little rabbit a kit. Okay, so go figure out these similarities. Now, anyways, I'm a little upset about something because something keeps coming to mind that I don't get the thing about the oil. I don't get it. What is somebody in debt to somebody else of trillions of dollars, or is the company kept in debt because there's another? Excuse me, the country is kept in debt because there's another country that takes all the money out. The company is a country. These two countries, okay, are exactly what they should be. Bipolar. South America, North America. But what if you had Saudi Arabia and North America? Isn't there a similarity there? Can't you see the difference between the two? It's almost like Columbus never discovered America. It's almost like a Colombian, Arabian, Colombian. It sounds the same thing. It's almost like, you know what, we'll go to Florida for the winter, and in the summertime we'll stay in Quebec. So let's keep the war in the America. We'll fight everybody on the Monopoly board. No one will know who we are. Because, I mean, I don't want to say it because it's not everybody. This only has to do with central intelligence, okay? I'm not talking out, I don't care what religion I am. I am just what I feel God is, and I'm following the truth, the path of what I see. Now, whatever race, creed, I'm a color, I don't care. And neither does God care about your color or creed. All he wants is the goodness from your heart. But I feel there's actually two countries. One is in the Middle East. One here is in North America, and they're actually the same country, just with a different name, like companies. Can't they do that without anybody knowing? Of course, they hide it all the time. And this is the biggest secret yet. So the Illuminati signed up in 1776 to be somewhere on the American dollar bill. Why put the pyramid? Well, it comes from a mind where the pyramids were. Somewhere in the Middle East. Yeah, you can say, sure, Colombia, sure, the Mayans mix it up a little bit. Why not? So we got the Mayans now, down near Colombia, out near Mexico, and then you have the U.S., and then you have that group in the Middle East that is ruling everything. I mean, I don't want to say that the North American whoever went to take out Bin Laden. They went to take him out because the country that is so close to him has all the oil. You want to go to Dubai, or why not Dubai? It's the same thing. I think we were created thousands of years ago, and the only reason Canada and the U.S. exist today is not because of us, it's because of somebody else. Not because of just Jacques Cartier came in here. Jacques Cartier expanded it into a government that was already created here. Did he come here and set up a government? When did somebody come in, and when did this all change? Don't forget, There's a change of hands. Companies get sold and companies get bought. But these are countries. Countries and companies, the same initial. You think I'm crazy? Listen, if it comes to my mind, and there's so many things I don't write down, there's many ways to do the roulette board. There's an understanding with Jacob and Abraham. There's an understanding that Jacob slept with a different religion. And what I believe is almost like I said 6 months ago. The Jew was not here first. It was a trial basis based on trial and error, and it was the spade. I think the spade is what kept it in the Middle East. Okay, and yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's just all mixed up. Somehow there was some other religion that was here, but it wasn't a religion. It was still the same. Whoever this God is. But if there was a name for it, they gave it a name. Why not call it Alpha Beta, or Alpha of the Rebirth, or Alpha of the Rebirth of Alpha, of the Rebirth of Alpha Beta, Arab. The Word of God, His name is Arab. One of His names is Arab. The other one is Lebanese. God's name is inside the Lebanese name. The only place it's not is in the Israeli name. His name doesn't show up. But it shows up on the start of their vocabulary. Alpha, Beta, Vet. What happened is when they had a vet, did they have a child? It wasn't a Corvette. C-O-R, 318 and 15. 318 and 15, 1818, 36. Creation of man. You see, they all had something to do with this. And even the Greeks. God started off with the letter G, but it was G7. Because a C, it's a C7, a Caesarean. The letters, the names, it all started out there. They were all the same once before out there. And then the Middle East made everything the Middle East. And that's why you got to stay friends with Israel. For one of these reasons. There's an impact. On one side of the world, staying friends with them, while on the other side of the world, the same people are enemies with them. Now, here's the key point of everything. With all I said, is someone going to be against me because of my hypothesis of the thoughts of what I think? Company or country? If you can buy Park Place, you can buy any place. When you go into Monopoly and you start off with a $500, you can't buy Park Place because by the time you get around to get your 200, you're broke. So you do it over time. And then you own the total board. So the next time something happens, think in mind, which country is actually there? The flag they bring to the country for the war, and the people and who they actually represent may not be the same thing. Take a look at the American flag. Take a look at the flags around the world. Look for similarities. But in most, look for differences. Differences in colors, differences in shapes. What colors, electrical colors, fit together in the flag? And not only that, can you bend the flag in half? Okay, can you cut the corner or put a triangle in a corner to fit it to the next flag? You can do this with cards, you can do this with letters, you can do this with numbers. It's pieced and poked apart, 2, 2, and 2. 2, 2, 2, tequila. 2, 2, or 2. Three different definitions, the same sounding word. 2, 2, 2 is 6. 2 and 2 is 4. It's an angel. We're not sure what kind yet. Is it a hen? Or is it a chick hen? Or is it chick hen? Chick hen is the hen Ken. Ken and Barbie. Barbie on a stick. A shrimp. A little shrimp. Something someone. Something some desire. And sometimes we chase it away and it's at the bottom of the ocean. Another thing, anyways, this is just jumping in the air. The salt in the water. Imagine if heaven was under the ocean and Atlantis was true, and that salt that is there is actually the elements that keep air underneath the ocean for the people or the angels to breathe. Don't leave anything out. There's an answer for everything. Hypothetical is the word. Everything. It has to be, is and has to be hypothetical. It, IT, I is 9, T is 20, 29 is the birth. Why 29? Well, because when you're born, automatically an angel comes upon you. That makes it 2 births of 9. Anyways, I'll let you go for now. Okay, I try to keep this one a little bit down key. I'm still sticking to all those dates. Sometime this August, I think there's going to be a Bruja somewhere out in the Middle East, and this will be probably the last Bruja that they're going to have until it ends, and then our master creator will come down. The other one is September 21st and November 10, 11 of 2011. And the last date, and this date is the day that everybody will fall to their knees. Why? They'll thank me because I'm going to be wrong. Or they'll thank he who is on his way, the master. That's the only one they have to thank. Forget about me. I am only a translator. I'm lost in translation. I want no one to say, oh my God, he knew it. It doesn't matter what I know. It's what you believe in your heart. Watch out for the countries. There are countries that own other countries that we do not know. This world cannot go any different than it is. Business is business, and I don't care how big the business is or how big the country is, you can be bought out without anybody knowing. It's that easy. How do I know? Well, they put another one in jail for 6 months for fraud. They're catching him left and right. Don't you think God is trying to tell us something by this? By all these people going to jail for undermining things? People are getting caught. Well, guess what? It's just not business that's being undermined, but our countries are being undermined. And that's the reason for all the national debts. Because all this extra money, poking, is going one way. And it's not going in our pockets. There's no reason for the U.S. to be in debt the money they are. Come on, please. And they go to war like nothing? Oh, no. No. It doesn't work that way. I'm not stupid. I wasn't born yesterday. And you know what? Most people, the younger people, okay, praise to you young people because I know you see the light. Thank God for the young people who play the music that I hear and I listen to the music, the new music, the old music, all the music. It all tells a story. Stairway to Heaven. Do you think that's a song? It's a part of a code. Every song they sing is a code. God has to pass his words into everybody's hands and everybody's minds, coming out on the strings of an instrument that we listen to, because he knows where we're going to be. And it can even be in the casino, but we stay away from there. It's a place you shouldn't go, because when you leave there, you're like a chicken. Oh my God, if and they're buck, and you don't shut up because all you did is lose, or all you did is win and it was never enough. No. Stay away from where the extra words spoken need not be said. It is time, for thus is the future and the coming of the year of 2015, 5,775. It is the final lap line of the last trimester of 135 years. How did I figure this out? Well, there's 4 decks. There's 4 suits in the deck of cards, and they each amount for a certain number of years. But it can be broken down. How easy can it be broken down? Where you have a king, a queen, and a jack. So therefore you can break it into 3. Now you can break it down with the ace also, because the ace factor also counts up above the king in certain games, and in the game of bluff. And this life is the game of bluff. It's 105. So therefore we know we can now split it up 4 ways. And the first number I come up with is 940, 470, 235, and 117 blank, and I don't have the exact figure, but in 2015 we are up to 119 days. So I'm off by a day and a half, 1.5, the exact payout of 1.5 in blackjack. So maybe I'm not out by anything, and they're all codes to even everything out. Just like the Mayan calendar, 25,625. 25 times 0.25 equals 625, and it's a movement of the earth. Thank you. Have a nice night.